The world is bracing for US President Donald Trump's Liberation Day tariff plan. The announcement is expected later tonight, early tomorrow morning. In fact, it's still unclear about the quantum of tariffs and how they will be imposed, whether at the product level, sector level, or at a country level. In the latest, the White House has released a statement underlying that the April 2nd tariffs will indeed kick in immediately following their announcement, which is expected, as I mentioned, early tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, what's going to be the India impact? Now, as the clock is ticking on counting down to US President Donald Trump's announcement, Sakshi Bajaj explains how tariffs can impact the framework for businesses and what analysts are saying.
US President Donald Trump's favorite word, tariffs, of course, has got everyone thinking, so what really are tariffs? Now, tariffs are essentially taxes charged on goods imported from other countries. Companies that bring foreign goods into the country have to pay taxes. Now, US President Donald Trump believes that tariffs will encourage US consumers to buy more American-made goods altogether. However, economists believe that, look, tariffs will increase prices for US consumers, and they believe that US firms may also decide to import fewer foreign goods then. This, remember, will impact inflation further, and rising inflation remains a key concern as far as economists are concerned for the US economy in particular. So Trump's tariffs and the overall impact then. Now, what does this mean for the overall impact if, of course, Donald Trump's tariffs of reciprocal nature or universal nature go ahead in full measure? If they do go ahead in full measure, remember, they can officially reshape the global economy and the framework for businesses altogether. Now, picture this, just as an example, if a US-based restaurant or a baker is getting inputs from Canada, now, remember, the input prices will then increase if they do go through, if these tariffs do go through in universal nature, in reciprocal nature for the rest of the world. Framework for businesses will change altogether. Global supply chains and costing will also change. So economists believe that as far as India is concerned, India must push for far more export market diversification than earlier. Analysts say that, look, market gains today in India's stock markets reflect the fact that the tariff impact really has been discounted to a large extent as far as India is concerned. Analysts also believe that, look, adverse US impact and adverse impact in US stock markets or the US economy may finally make US President Donald Trump soften his stance on tariffs in the long term.